Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another week of JJW Sports Talk. I'm your host, Will the Thrill, and with me is the one and only Double J.
That's me, just Josh. And we're back. Hey, new background. I did move. That's why we weren't here last week. But we're back. We're ready to have some fun. As always. Um, I guess we can start with NFL since we are preseason did start. So let's start there. Not that we're gonna go over NFL, but I know Dallas Cowboys did make a signing yesterday. And I can't drawing a blank. Crap. Linebacker. Linebacker.
Oh, Von Miller,
Yes.
the major veteran.
Yes. I don't know why his name. I just drew a blank. I had it earlier, and then yeah. So, which is a good help to our D.
Yep. He
Even
says he's there to win.
because last year with the Commanders, he still had 9 sacks. So it'll definitely be a good add to the team and a help. Um, so can't yell at Jerry Jones and them yet just yet this season, but you know it'll come at some point. You know he'll do something stupid.
Hopefully, I always liked Von Miller's game because, like, for
Oh
him
yeah,
to at his age still doing what he's doing.
oh yeah. Hey, he's a good player. That's why I said I'm not upset about that signing. That helps us in the position we needed help in, and can't be mad at that. But I know give it a couple more weeks and Jerry Jones will say or do something stupid to set me off. Is what I'm saying. You know it's coming eventually at some point this season.
Mm-hmm. Also, we had the Hall of Fame game. Well, the what was it? The night before the Hall of Fame, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Excuse me. So, congratulations to the Hall of Fame. The game was. See if I remember. Nope, I don't remember.
Oh,
That's technically how the preseason always kicks off, is with that game.
that was the Panthers versus Arizona. Panthers won 33-30.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that was not this week. That was not this Thursday. Just passed. It was the week. That
The
was the
week
week.
we
The week
were.
we had our last show, and I said there was only one game that weekend. The Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you, Josh. Um, it's preseason for those of you who are just happy to see football, watch football. Kudos to you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a regular season cat. I understand what preseason is about. It's about getting the starters their feet wet a little bit at game time level, as well as finish out their roster on who's going to stay and who's going to get cut, so they can hit that 53-man roster and then send some of the other ones down to the practice squad. So in case someone gets injured, they get bumped up. Yeah, just not my cup of tea. I'm happy that football will soon be back. I love seeing the highlights, the reviews, and stuff like that. That's just my personal intake on the thing, and especially when they say the score, the record really doesn't matter until the regular season starts. So that's the other reason why. I'd rather see the final result and just get things started and get hyped for that. That's my personal thing.
Oh, I'm the same way. Preseason, I don't watch in any sport. Never have. But yeah, I agree 100% with that. About preseason. Wait for the regular season to start. Let's go.
Yeah.
But like I said, I just know what the Cowboys making signings. There's still signings and stuff like that happening. Also, I did see Seahawks working it out, timing of re-signing or signing Kayron Arnold. But also, when they do, the NFL will put an exempt list when and if the Seahawks sign with him. Apparently, I think he has some kind of problem.
Legal was it? I think it was a legal issue.
Yeah, legal problem.
Yeah.
So that's some other news that's out right now. Everything else is kind of just people talking about what happened in the preseason games, coach's opinion on what they saw. But nothing really big other than them two things, really, to really talk about to bring up. Um, so that will pretty much wrap up NFL because not much else to say right now. We said preseason and all that. Once week one comes, we will definitely, before going into week one, we will give our predictions and we'll do it just like we did last year. Also, in a couple weeks is our 1 year anniversary coming up.
Holy smokes. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have started this show in September.
Yes,
It
that's
was
what I'm saying.
September.
I'm just trying to remember the exact date. I have to look. I can look back and check after the show and let you guys know next week when our anniversary show will be. Not that we're doing anything as of right now, but that's cool to let you know it's coming up. I just thought of that while we were sitting here. I remembered.
Yep. Man. Man, that's a long time, man.
That went quick too,
Yes, it did.
and it was all fun the whole time.
I'm not gonna lie, you're right. You're right. Um, I actually do look forward to this and spending the hour with you. I love hearing your rants.
Oh, I know you do.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait.
You know it's coming soon. There'll
Yep.
be a good one coming soon. You know he'll say or do something stupid.
Say about 2 weeks, maybe 3. We'll see.
Yep. But yeah, I look forward to it every week too. Sucks when we can't do it, but that's life. Stuff
Yep.
comes up. But we can do that more on the anniversary. We'll do more of that kind of stuff talking. Um, we'll get more into having fun with that.
What he said.
So we'll move on to. I didn't see nothing going on with the NHL at all right now.
Nope.
Um, in about what are we at, the 18th? About a month or so, preseason will be starting, give or take. Might be off a little bit, might be a little too early, but we'll be hitting that soon. As that gets closer, you might start getting some more news with trades and moves. But right now, there's really nothing going on to talk about or to put my opinion out there right now. Detroit's still in shambles, trying to find a new GM. But other than that, no news. Anything for the NBA for us, sir?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually like very, very excited for this upcoming season. For those who didn't know, the Lakers got sold again
Oh yeah,
within 9 months. I think this is a new selling record for for a sports franchise to be sold. Um, yeah. Uh, and the new owners is I don't know the one guy, but the other guy's the former uh president and GM of Disney, Bob Iger. Um, yeah. And the reason why I pointed him out is because I just think it's hilarious. I was watching an interview with him, and he's actually he grew up, you know, in the Los Angeles area, and he was a Clippers fan. So for him to own the Lakers is
Yeah.
kind of funny. And also there's the issue that Jeannie Buss, the daughter of one of the late owners of the Lakers, has still been with the franchise. Like, and there seems like there's some sibling rivalry, even though they put in their shares. The siblings, not Jeannie. Jeannie's
She
loves
kept
that
her.
team. That's
Yeah.
her major part of her life, and she, out of respect, they kept her around. But the siblings, there seem like they're having issues with things. So we'll see how that goes. That's one of the biggest news that's being brought up.
And I know the guy that just sold the Lakers bought it for 9.5 billion and just sold it for 12.5 billion. So he got a $3 billion hit up.
Yep. So he made three billion more.
Yeah. But also he's looking to bring a franchise to Las Vegas.
Yes. Yes. That is one
That
thing
was
the NBA has been trying to do. In
eh,
fact, Bob Eigner was looking at towards that till the Lakers deal popped up.
yes, but the guy that had the Lakers also was one of the guys pitching it out there before he bought the Lakers and when he first bought the Lakers because he was trying to actually have both teams.
Yep. But the
Um,
NBA was going to say, not today. You can't do that.
so I apparently that's why he sold the Lakers and now wants to push for the Vegas team. Wants to start
Yep.
a whole new franchise.
And you know the crazy thing about that too, Josh, is that I feel kind of bad for the Lakers fans, the Los Angeles Lakers fans, because when he got hired, the way how he helped the Los Angeles Dodgers to turn them into that team now, fans were hoping he was going to do the exact same thing in Los Angeles with the NBA. And it's a shame that he really didn't even have the time to really orchestrate any way to do that.
Yeah. Well,
And yeah. So
if,
we'll guess you'll see that magic in
if he
Vegas if it happens.
yeah, if he can get that franchise in Vegas, that hey, we'll see what he can do.
Also, for those who have not heard, Russell Westbrook, since we're talking about
Yes.
NBA,
Yes. Retired.
has silently retired.
Silently, he put a whole video out.
Exactly. But in that video, he did not speak.
Oh no, but
The loudest person in the NBA did not speak in his retirement video.
nothing wrong with that.
Especially when you got Michael B. Jordan being your voice. I don't think you need to talk.
Exactly. Exactly. Like,
No homo. No homo.
Michael
Just
B. Jordan.
saying.
Yeah, he's one of the hottest actors out there right now. Like,
Yeah,
nothing wrong with
absolutely.
that. Hey, he's a great actor, great writer. Also,
Great talent, great director. The man loves his
does it
craft.
all. He does it all.
Yeah.
Hey, come on.
Yeah.
He's the one that talks Stallone into coming back and playing Rocky again.
Yep. Yes, true. That's true.
So for the first Creed movie, unfortunately, Stallone didn't get along with the director for the second one because it was a different director. And he backed out, but they killed him off.
Just showing them because I'm always drinking something, so I show them what I'm drinking.
Yeah, you gotta watch doing that. We get hit with
Oh yeah. Marketing.
yep.
Yeah. You're right.
Why do you think I try to keep my hand over or turn it, even though you can tell what it is, but I'm not advertising.
I wasn't advertising. I was just letting people know.
Yeah, by putting
I
that
know. I
there,
know.
though.
We don't want to get hit by PepsiCo.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, nothing really else going on with the NBA, right?
Nope. Just them preparing for the season. Because September is coming up closer than you think.
Yep. Um. So where are we? Which one do we do first? WNBA
That's
or
good. Since we
NL?
did NBA, we'll go to the WNBA.
All right. So, and here we go. WNBA is
Josh had to brace himself for this one.
they're sinking themselves.
Yes, they are.
They, I know there's all the hate for the commissioner, and I get the hate towards her. I get it. That's not even what I'm about to say is about. It has to do with her, but she needs to do her job as the commissioner and get a ring on this stuff now. Now, because the newest thing is apparently people at a Fever Dream game fans were told to cover their shirts up or they were getting threatened, and then they got threatened to get kicked out because their shirts had one had a male thing and one had the female like cross whatever, you know what I'm talking about, because of the whole what Sophie said about men not being in women's sport. Look, do I agree with her? Yes. Men do not need to be in women's sports. But am I going to attack her? It just needs to be handled in a better way.
I just think it's funny. She was at an interview and she was asked a question on the matter,
And
and
she answered.
she answered, and it just blows up. Like just because she was truthful and stands by what she said, which I think yes, yes, absolutely. Because I don't even want to get into it because this is so.
Am I a big fan of Sophie? No. But do I stand with her on this? Yes. Because, and like you said, we're not really going to get into the whole thing because we could sit here forever and talk about this.
And the do's and what you can say and can't say.
Yes. So
without getting backlash, that's the.
But do I agree that women and men should play separate leagues? Yes. Should not be in the same.
Yeah, because if that's the case, just blend the NBA and WNBA together. Then if that's what if they're going to do, it's going to be an unfair advantage.
So that's all I'm going to say on that part of it.
Yeah.
Also, but they, as the WNBA, they need to do something so stuff like this doesn't happen with the fans. I will talk about that. That's not right. They do have the freedom to wear their shirts.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that because that's like really strict a dress code. I mean, you're told to wear a shirt as long as you come in with a shirt and shorts and shoes. Okay, that should be it.
Exactly. As long as you're
that's mostly dress codes in the most places. As long as
you're wearing what you need to wear by law.
Yep.
What's on your shirt should not should not be harassed by security for what's on your shirt.
Right.
That's you know what? That's against my amendment. That's against the Constitution.
He said it. You're absolutely right.
And so they need the league, even if it was the arena people doing it, the league needs to say something that happened during one of their games, so that looks bad on them. They need to step up and do something. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Just it happened like last night or whatever it was. So hopefully they come out and speak up and do something. Moving on from that, we'll go to a little bit better news with them. Golden State Valkyries to host the 2027 WNBA All-Star Weekend.
Yep, the Valkyries.
Yes. So kudos to them. That's good for them. That'll help.
I'm happy I knew that they're the Golden State Valkyries. Yes.
Yes.
I do know my teams.
So that's good news for them. That'll help the city up there and stuff like that. Yeah, so they'll host the game in San Francisco, which is where they actually play it anyway because they're Golden State. But they play down there, yeah. I don't know.
Wow.
At least that's what it's
20
saying here.
for 2027 with WNBA All-Star game
Yeah,
with
so
the
next
shooting
year.
skills challenge and three-point shootout challenge being announced on Tuesday.
Yep.
So
Um,
so today.
yes.
All right. So the standings for your Eastern Conference for the WNBA, the Indiana Fever still holds a 1.5 game lead over the Atlanta Dream. The Commissioner Cup champs, the New York Liberty, which is the midseason championship, which is why I said that. They're sitting with at want to say 0.007% in third place because the Dream just played. They played one game more, 2 games more than the Dream did. Hence why I'm saying 0.007 in the standings. So that's how close it is. Washington is sitting in the fourth spot. Heading to the west, the Minnesota Lynx are surprisingly doing pretty decent all season long. At 29-7.
Yeah, they're top of
The
the league.
They're top of the league, as he said. Yes, the Golden State Valkyrie. Now, keep in mind, the Valkyries have not been in the league that long. I want to say this is only their second or third year in the league, and for them to be 25-9, 3 games out of first place, and then the champs, the Las Vegas Aces, are sitting in third at 24-12. So, and there's other teams still battling back into back into the slot. So, seasons I think ends in September cuz playoffs start in October if I'm not mistaken.
Where are the Sun? Where did the Sun?
The Mercury, the Phoenix Mercury?
No,
Are you
Sun.
talking the Suns, the Connecticut Suns?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're eliminated.
They're 8-25,
Yes.
and the Storm 7-30.
The Seattle Storm,
7-30. Ugh.
damn. They're not even at 200%. Their percentage is terrible.
And Tempo ain't far behind them.
But Toronto's an expansion team though. That's a given.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I'm just looking at the standings.
Oh, I'm just saying though, but they're an expansion team. Them and Portland are the two new teams this year. Even Portland's doing pretty good. For their first year in the WNBA.
Yep.
13.5 games out of first place. But Toronto is actually 12 games out of first place. So that's their Toronto's in the East, Portland is in the West.
Yep. That's usually what they try to do. Try to bring it one
Bring
team
two
for
new teams.
one for East, one for West to try to keep it even. It doesn't always work at that way in leagues, but they try.
Right. But I just think that's crazy for the franchises that been there forever, or at least been around since they started. The Sparks, I'm talking about
Mhm.
Phoenix and the Los Angeles Sparks. So
Yeah.
Seattle, Los Angeles, and Phoenix. Those teams been around forever. They got the talent. I'm just amazed, like what's going on.
Sometimes it just don't click. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe the coach don't know how to motivate them right. It could be anything.
true, true. Well, that is what we got for the WNBA. Um, there are a few games playing now. You can actually catch Caitlin Clark and he shook his head. Indiana Fever taking on Toronto. They're right now still in the first, about to be in the second, and you can catch that game on ESPN. The other game going on is the Los Angeles Sparks taking on the Connecticut Suns. They're right now in the second. And tonight's game on ESPN is the Atlanta Dream. Um, Angel Reese and them taking on the Las Vegas Aces in a slobber knocker tonight at 9 on ESPN. For those that actually want to watch some basketball.
Doesn't matter. Look, you want to watch WNBA game? Wait till the Minnesota Lynx play and watch them. Watch Olivia Miles. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
I knew I had a
I'm
feeling you were going to
telling
go
you.
to Olivia
I'm
Miles.
telling you. Best player in the league right now. All around best player. She does it all. Bang. I don't care what else.
Yeah. But the
Forget.
Aces ain't bad either.
No, I'm not saying because of the record. I'm just saying because of Olivia Miles. I don't
Right.
care what the record is. Just go watch Olivia Miles.
Right. Because Asia Wilson's the reigning MVP for a reason.
Oh, yeah. But I'm saying Olivia, and she's a rookie. Go watch her. Really want to watch WNBA? Like, if you're a fan of really watching the WNBA, go and you haven't yet, watch it. That's from somebody that doesn't watch it like that. But I try to watch her games.
You try.
Yeah, hey,
You
they're
try.
not always they're not always on
failed.
they're not always on ESPN and stuff. I'm sorry, I'm not paying for the WNBA channel thing just to watch.
Forget about it.
A
That's
game
why I
here
said
and there.
ESPN. I said the two ones that I
Yeah.
think a lot of people might have.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. When they're on there, I try to catch them.
You try.
Yeah.
Do you, Josh? Do you
Yeah.
try?
Yeah, shut up.
Positive? I don't know if you're positive about that.
Let's move on to baseball. Unless you have something else for the WNBA.
I do not have nothing else for the WNBA. You got me there. You got me. Baseball. Do you want American League or National League?
It doesn't.
Go ahead. Take American League, Josh.
All right, hold.
You'll be happy because my team's in second, not in first.
They were like that last time, too.
They'll get it back up.
All right, so starting in the East. Starting in the East, because there's not much else going on because free agency and all that's, trade deadline and stuff's done. There's not a whole lot. Yeah, baseball's trade like deadline ended, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not much else.
And congratulations to all the rookies that got picked up and signed to teams and stuff like that.
And speaking of rookies getting signed to teams, and actually a local guy
from Delaware County.
I don't know his name, played for Bonner, just got called up to the majors. What, the Mets? Was it?
No, it's the Giants.
Oh, the Giants. Okay.
San Francisco.
But you know who I'm talking about, though.
Yes, I do.
Yes, graduated 2020.
Yep.
Bonner.
Congratulations.
Yeah, can't remember his name right now. I'm not like. But yeah, congrats to him. And I only what clicked is because you said rookies, and it clicked in my head.
Well, that's why I said that because there was a rookie from Delaware County that got put up to the majors, which playing in the major leagues is not an easy task. It is very difficult, unless you're like an unbelievable talent. That's the only way you get bumped up to that. It's so tough nowadays.
Yeah, and he's a pitcher. Right? Pitcher, yes.
Is he?
I believe so. Oh, now you're gonna
Yeah, I think you're right. He's a pitcher. Just saying that it's me, Oos.
Matt Furman. But actually, okay. So, or Nate Furman. He's an infielder, but no, there was somebody else. He's not the guy I was talking about. There's someone else that just got called up.
No, actually, that is him. Second baseman. You're right. That's him.
But you know who his mom is, right?
Yes. That's why I'm saying that's him.
No, but there was somebody else because this happened August 1st. No, this is something new that just literally happened. My friend posted about it. I went to school with him. And that wasn't. Oh. But yeah, that's the cool thing. We do work with his mother.
Yep.
I might be wrong. Maybe about him. I could have swore it was a different name.
Are you sure, Daniel-san?
Yes. He's talking about somebody else. I just want to make sure I take some time to check. Oh, no. Nope, it was him. My bad. My bad. But yes.
It's okay. You are forgiven.
Yes, Kevin McGurnall is the other guy that he plays for the Detroit Tigers now. That is who I was talking about. Yes, he just got signed to the Tigers recently. But he's also from Bonner. He's the one my friend was talking about. But he was saying happy birthday, so it threw me off. But yes, that's him. But getting back to the American League East, you have the Tampa Bay Rays sitting on top by 6 games over the New York Yankees in second. 75-49 is the Rays record, and the Yankees are 69-55. Don't win no more games. Stay right there at 69. It's a good number.
Please.
And it's not saying anything. It's not the bust on the Yankees. I'm just saying 69 is a good number.
You're funny.
Moving on to the Central, you have the White Sox. Yes, you heard that right. Chicago White Sox in first. Followed by, yes, and you're going to hear this right also, the Detroit Tigers in second by 4.5 games.
Minnesota's right behind them.
Yes, 5 games behind.
By a half
so you
a game.
Have the White Sox sitting at 65-59 with the Tigers sitting at 61-64, and the Minnesota Twins are at 61-65. So technically they should be tied only because they played one more game. Tigers. Then you move on to the West. You have the Houston Astros in first at 63-62, followed by the Texas Rangers at 61-64. So they're 2 games behind. So that wraps up your American League. We're getting closer to the playoffs, so
yep.
games
October's near. October is near.
Yes. So you can go ahead on with the National League, good sir.
All right. And I'm going to go opposite and do west to east.
Hey.
So in the West, the Los Angeles Dodgers have the lead of 75-51 over the San Diego Padres at 67-59. That's 8 games behind. They are from the National West League to make it on that. Then we go to the Central. The Brew Crew, Milwaukee, is leading the Central, but the it's still a tight race with the Cubs are being 4.5 games behind them. Um, but it's going to be tough. Also, I do want to point out St. Louis Cardinals made history on one of their players' debut. This man, I cannot remember his name, but in his debut, his first plate appearance was a home run. His second plate appearance was a home run. His third, his third plate appearance was a home run. First shot went center field. Second went right field. And the third went left field. So he pretty much hit it all over in the outfield to go 3 for 3 on that, which was a first on your first 3 plate appearances. So congratulations. Like I said, it's not easy to get bumped up to the majors, no matter where you're from. I just wanted to point that out, seeing that the St. Louis Cardinals are above 500, 64 and 62, just barely making that, being third in their Central Division. So here we go. The National League East. The Atlanta Braves have a 6.5 game lead over the Philadelphia Phillies. The Braves are 74 and 51. The Philadelphia Phillies are 68 and 58 with a 4 game winning streak. Not only that, if you have Netflix or you know someone who has Netflix, you could actually watch the Field of Dreams with the Phillies taking on the Minnesota Twins. Um, it's something new, different, I want to say, but
No, it's not new. They just brought it back.
okay.
They did it. They used to do it before. I think the last one was like 2019 or before COVID, I believe.
Yeah, it was before COVID, I thought.
Yeah, yeah. So this is the first one since COVID. Yes. Um, and it was. I didn't watch it, but I seen some things from it. It was pretty cool what how they did it with the players coming out through the field and stuff like that. It was cool. I give them that. I'm not a big baseball fan, as I said. That's cool. That's pretty cool, and especially if you know the movie and stuff like that, and you know what they're talking, what it references. It's a cool homage. Cool, cool thing they do. Hopefully, they keep it going now that they brought it back. Hopefully, they keep doing it every year.
Hopefully, it's a tradition that they can keep doing, just like how
Yeah,
when NHL does the
the
what's it
arena, the
the
outdoor
arena.
games, the outdoor
Yeah,
games. Yeah.
hopefully
Yep.
that's something they can keep doing.
Every
I
2
just
years,
thought the outside
the Winter
arena
Classic.
part's cool.
The Winter Classic is what you're talking about. Winter Classic that they do on New Year's usually, but it's outside. Usually in an outdoor arena, build a rink and
Okay,
it's cool. Flyers have played in one or two outdoor of the outdoor games.
I
I
think they
can't.
played 2 of them.
I don't remember exactly. Deadhead. I know you know. Um, because yeah, the other guy that got signed to the Tigers that we were talking about the baseball. This is his Kevin. He also went to Prendy's. I mean
Bonner.
Bonner Prendy. Because now they're both one school.
Thanks, Dad.
Um, but yeah, so that I guess that pretty much wraps up baseball for now. Like we said, we're getting closer to the playoffs, so these games are meaning more and more. So hopefully everyone's team can pull it out and what happens. I know Phillies are right there. They but better pick it up a little bit. Some wins, close that gap.
Yeah. Yep. What Josh just said. Okay. So Ooh,
All right.
brother Josh.
Yes, sir.
In the famous words of Cody Rhodes, son of a plumber. No, grandson of a plumber.
I was gonna say, yeah, he'd be grandson.
He's the grandson of a plumber because his daddy was the son of a plumber. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I guess. I guess we could talk about some WWE stuff. um, especially because
Cause
like to hear your thoughts on the end of Raw.
oh, oh, well, excuse me.
I'd like to hear your thoughts on.
On my thoughts on that. Okay, so for those who didn't know, last Monday, Solo was in a match against his brother Jay Uso. And the winner of this match, which if Jay won, he would have to take Solo to his cousin Roman, who is the tribal chief of the Samoan tribe. Okay,
OTC.
the OTC, the original tribal chief. And if Solo wins, they
They
gotta leave
leave
him the
them
hell
alone.
alone. Because the thing is, okay, Solo with Jay, Jimmy, and Roman, and we'll include the honorary Ooze, Sami Zayn. Those are the original bloodline members of the faction, just of
Forgot
the
the
faction,
you forgot the
because
wise man.
okay. Well, I include the wise men, Paul Heyman, even though he
You,
goes and does his own thing.
but you have to because he was a major part of the whole original tribal chief bloodline story.
But I meant like doing things in the ring.
All those stuff.
He does help orchestrate. He is the mouthpiece for
Come on,
the tribal chief.
He's
He's
the
the
brains
brains.
behind a lot of that. Come on now,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
you can't leave
Okay,
the
and
wise
Paul
man out.
Heyman. And Paul Heyman there. Well, that Monday night did not go so well because the other brother, Jimmy Uso, interfered and Jay got the 1, 2, 3. So this week, aka yesterday, he was sulking. He was sulking. Solo was sulking. Saw LA. Knew he was like, oh boy. LA Knight was like, oh man. No words exchanged. Just had to keep going. They were up there doing the dance. All excited, going to go see the tribal chief. All episodes. So it took a whole episode to get through a door. Then
Yeah,
at the end of the show,
that hallway was long as hell.
see, then the tribal chief comes out with his bodyguard Jacob Fatu.
Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I can't do the tongue roll. I'm sorry.
You know what I
Sorry.
mean?
There you go.
Yeah.
Um, comes out. Then the Usos music hits as they coaching Solo through the curtain, throwing up the gunshot. That's
Pow,
your
pow, pow.
warning shot.
Pow, pow, pow. Pew, pew, pew,
He's
pew.
he's all mad and everything. So comes up. Roman puts a video package or of everything Solo has done, and then they jumped him and beat him down. The brothers, his older brothers, jumped him. Jacob jumped him. LA Knight later came down to help. Got jumped, got beat up too. And when things finally settled, Roman decided to actually have Solo try to get the last hit on LA. Now, him and LA started finally trying to see eye to eye. And he kept saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well orchestrated. This was done beautiful. As he whipped out the Samoan spike, he attacked Roman, and it was a brawl with LA Knight and Solo taking everybody out. And at the same time, Jacob was told not to touch LA. So he had to sit back and just stayed in the corner while all this was happening. Blunt force trauma, which is LA Knight's finishing move, happened on Roman. And as they get out of the ring before things really start going crazy, they handshake. Solo put that pew pew, his little warning shot. Oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. So Solo is now officially a face, aka a good guy. Um, and the thing is, Solo is actually able to be his comedic self because they also said that he is very hilarious behind the scenes. But this is
Oh
actually
yeah,
bringing that cheerfulness to
yeah. He's a
light instead of
jokester and everything.
yep. And he's starting to have fun. And then when you get to see the stars having fun, and the fact that he does the yeet himself, it makes it 10 times better.
So, what's your thoughts on?
My thoughts. I thought it was a great face turn to fully commit to that face turn. Because I was actually scared that they were gonna play it for a while that he's sulking with them and stuff, doing
No,
this.
I'm glad they didn't
And
drag
I'm
that.
glad they did it. They went full throttle and showed him standing tall with LA Knight, and it just showed that now LA trusts him. Because before it was gonna be 1-on-5. And I love the fact because he was bold enough to actually step up to Roman, and Roman saying, "You haven't done anything. You haven't won no tournament. You haven't done this. You haven't done that to get up to where I'm at." And he even said that you don't make the money I make. Well, the funny thing is when he hit Roman, he said, "In here," took off his Rolex, threw it at Roman, said, "Yeah, and I got 10 more." As he just So I love this segment. I loved it because it's starting to really create, and I love them pushing other people than just your normal 4 or 5 people. It's advancing a story still.
But we got to mention a key part that kind of left out. So before they embarrassed Solo, Roman did a whole thing of giving the Usos the
Oh
Ufo,
yeah,
the
yes
Black
I did.
Ufalala, which, if you notice,
Was
in the
black.
background. Well, no, not even about that. But saying them the captain, calling them the captain, saying a good job.
They
But
brought Solo home.
yeah, but you notice? Did you notice Jacob in the background,
Oh yeah,
upset and
Jacob was
pissed?
mad and upset. He was pissed.
And he should be because you ordered that man to take out one of his best friends in Royce Keys,
Yep, and
but
he
you did
did.
not, and you didn't give him no acknowledgement for that.
Ah,
Then,
absolutely
then,
correct.
then you yell at him and tell him not to attack, to keep his hands off of L.A. But then you give that man dirty looks for not helping when LA attacks you.
Yep.
But you told him
He
not
only
to
doing what he
touch.
was told. You told him not to attack.
But did you also see the way Solo looked at Jacob and wanted not? He attacked everyone but Jacob. I think,
Yep.
now this is just me.
Okay. It's
Something
just you,
tells
oops.
something tells me Jacob and Solo are gonna end up working together.
I love you, Solo.
And I'm not saying it's gonna be like that kind of thing, but I have a feeling they're gonna work together to take down Roman.
Right. Oh, I could see that. I could see that. I definitely do. I do. I do. I do.
Because
Do.
Jacob doesn't want to be part of the bloodline. He don't want to be there.
Nah, he only there because he lost.
Yep, and he's a man of his word. But that
Yep.
doesn't mean he has to stay there
Right.
forever.
Uh, I do love it how he always says, calls him, yeah,
Yeah,
especially Jay, you
Jay,
bitch ass.
I love that. Was it last week or this week? Where Jay goes, why does said to Jimmy, why does he always call me that? uh, but
Because you a bitch ass.
I just I have a feeling Jacob is going to be the one that really takes Roman down out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mostly because he's like a true fan favorite. Like, that's not like,
Now, how it happens and when is the difference. It is the journey. That's going to be the fun part. To see how they actually come about for that, how they make that happen, how they make this story go, especially with Solo, because Solo is not going to be out of it just because he hit Roman. He's not out of the story yet.
yeah.
That just put him deeper into it without him being part of the bloodline. So it's going to be fun to see where they take this story. Um, we'll see. Now, I I got rid of ESPN, so I can't watch the PLE no more. It was too much money just to watch the PLE. Um, but what the hell? Why do we have Sunday night main event? What are we doing?
I can't remember what's going on or who they're against, which is why
It's
they
probably
made the change.
it's probably AEW.
I think that's what it was. They didn't want to compete with it. So, because
But
isn't it? It's not All In, is it?
I think so.
Then that's why they didn't want to compete with their biggest show.
But why do we have to have so many Saturday main events? You're ruining it now.
Yeah, Saturday Night Main Event was every so often because it made it special. Like
Yep.
you had it Saturday night, which is why it was Saturday Night Main Event, and you had your biggest and toughest stars, and continue the stories and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I think they're just blowing it too much out of proportion. But yeah, because you just had SummerSlam this month. That was your August PLE. So
Well, not just that. You have everything on different places to watch it. You have to have Peacock to watch the Saturday night main events. Then to watch the PLAs, you got to have ESPN. To watch Raw, you have to have Netflix. To watch SmackDown, you have to have cable and watch USA. It's getting ridiculous.
yeah,
And then having a Saturday night main event and a PLE every month or every other month is getting ridiculous because it's too much. It's
not only that too, dude.
You're burning people out.
You're burning people out, and you also said the one thing that really had my focus and everything is that the matches, like, okay, so the matches have more advertisement than as long as the match itself. In other words, um you had a good match in the beginning where it was Javon Evans taking on JD McDonough of the
Mm-hmm.
Judgment, which is he's those two um are very, very talented in their crafts. Two high flyers, one's a high flyer slash technical wrestler, and that's JD. Both of them were doing magic, but in between, the match kind of got watered down, or unless you were there, yeah, it kept popping up with more ads in between the matches. So it kind of disrupted, and especially the flow of of a fan being invested, especially for those who bought Netflix and paid the expanded price where you don't have ads, but yet you're still getting ads when you're watching live sporting events. I don't get that, especially on Disney. Disney for the ESPN one. That's even worse on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I do want to say there was a lot of good matches on that show. Because the main event before the Roman bloodline storyline, it was Chad Gable, Intercontinental Champion, taking on the Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio, which Gable actually offered to have this match and put his title on the line. And it was a damn, and I do mean a damn good match for those who, if you have Netflix or have access to it, please definitely check that out. It was very good. I do mean it was a very good match. Like you never knew which way it was going to go.
Chad Gable is finally being let
Yep,
and being able to be himself in the ring. And it
yep,
shows since he's been back from his injury that they are letting him go. And you know what? And he gives the credit to the Undertaker. The Undertaker pushed him in a way no one else has pushed him, and it's unlocked
yep,
the Kurt Angle inside of him.
yep.
That's just
That's the best way to put it.
comparison. It has unleashed the Kurt Angle in him, and he is putting on the best. Not that he didn't put on great matches before, but oh my god, especially what he did last night with Rey Mysterio. And Rey's 51 years old, mind you, and still flies around like he's 30. So, and still put on a match matches like he put on with Kurt Angle. That's what that match reminded me of.
That's what it reminded me of.
Like their feud and their matches.
Early 2000s.
Yes. Chad is just being able to let loose finally. And it's fun to watch. And it's good to watch.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't put the reins back on him and they just let him keep going like this. Now, I don't like his new theme song, but that's a whole nother story.
That's another story. I would actually like to give him a version of Kurt Angle's.
Yes.
Not exactly, but like a remix of that. Because he is an American athlete. And I don't think a lot of people remember that about Chad Gable, is that he is an Olympian.
Yes. And I think that's what they kind of tried to do with his new song, because it goes Gable, like how they sit, but it doesn't.
No.
It's not right. It doesn't. He needs something else. Please, Triple H, get that man some Kurt Angle like music that people can get into.
And it doesn't have to be like "You Suck."
No,
you suck.
Just something that has a cool like beat, like something catchy like that. But make it his own, because what you guys just gave him is not it.
It's not it.
Because you can see that with the fans' reaction last night when that music hit. People were kind of like, "Oh, that's Chad."
But then again, that's Def Rebel.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, they still cheered him once they realized who it was. But the song is just, it doesn't. It's not what Gable needs.
No,
Needs something better, something hot. Like
no, we're just flat out saying it. No, he don't need nothing like that.
Yeah.
That's just a flat out no.
No. But
sorry, can't sugarcoat this one. No.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to hopefully they let Gable keep Rock cooking like he is, and hopefully they keep the bloodline story cooking, since they're making a big focus of it again. But we'll see. I trust Triple H. I trust Triple H.
But I don't even want to say it's Triple H, because I'm not really even going to say it's him. I just see that Like he makes suggestions. It's just TKO says, "Nah, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go in this direction."
Well, but that's why I say I trust Triple H because
So
and because TKO is not going to interfere with a money maker like Bloodline story.
yeah, and apparently that is a moneymaker.
Paul Heyman said it best last night. We do this for the shareholders.
Yep, not for the fans, the shareholders.
And he was being honest and taking a jab at TKO for not letting them
Mm-hmm.
run the business the way they should, not letting Triple H do what he needs to do.
Because I would say WrestleMania 41, to me, this is my personal opinion on the WWE about this, is I think that to me was the last time Triple H had full control over everything. After that, and they saw the success, that's when they started saying, we got to have that like every time now. And it just hasn't captured the magic. They wanted more money, so prices went up, until it showed that nobody could really afford these tickets, and then this attendance started suffering.
and then
So
they also want to cut wrestlers money.
yeah, you're making profit, but yet you're telling the veterans to cut, and that's the downfall that I that really infuriates me because you want to take care of the people who have been loyal to the company, and it just shows on what the main people are about. Like it's upsetting because like people like Sheamus, the New Day, and the New Day finally released on how much they were told to lose. Now, when they were there, they were on TV.
Exactly.
Even if it was a back segment, they were still getting in the ring. And you're
And,
telling them to take 50% pay cut of what they were making?
and that's the
That's why they left.
that's the crazy part. I get if you're talking to somebody that's not getting TV, that's not on TV, that's not in stories, not really doing that. You're like, okay, look, we're not trying to fire you, but we need you to take a pay cut to help, whatever. Okay, that makes more sense. But you're asking people that are still on TV weekly and in storylines weekly to take these pay cuts, but yet they're still doing the same amount of work.
Yeah.
That's why I said I get the people that aren't like if you're talking to somebody that's not in the stories, that's not really there, maybe wrestles once every 6 months or something like that, comes in jobs for something. Okay, I get why you'd want them to talk to them, not the people that are in your stories and on your show every week still. But
And the fact that they're fan favorites. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods were supposed to be, as they call WWE lifers. You really can't see them outside of the company.
well,
I mean, I'm just saying at the time. I'm just saying.
no, but Xavier, I remember Xavier did not start in WWE. Xavier
No, he
made
didn't.
a
But
name in TNA.
right, but he was close to being in the WWE for over 20 years.
Yeah,
He was coming
yeah,
close to that number.
yeah. Definitely,
Kofi did hit that number.
he was definitely loyal once he got there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sheamus is another one.
Oh, Sheamus definitely.
And Sheamus was injured.
Yep.
And he's technically still under contract. He's just waiting it out now.
Yep.
And you
Yep.
also, TKO really screwed that man because he just needed one title to be a Grand Slam champion.
Yeah. Yep.
He had bangers after bangers after bangers. The man says it, but he actually has had great matches despite his wear and tear on his body. And now that title he might never capture. Yes, his age plays a factor, but fans still got drawn to him because of who he is. And they were backing him up to win that title.
Yep.
Even if you just let him win it and then lose it the next night, at least he still could say he was a Grand Slam champion. He has accomplished everything in the WWE.
Yep. Well, TKO ruined the Fight Six.
Yep.
The whole reason they got released.
Yep. And there's
And
so many storylines they were teasing with it, wanting to do something with.
there was so much potential there.
So much potential. And the same thing with Aleister Black.
Yes. Especially with the new way they had him and Zelina going, pairing them, and what they were starting to do with them.
Yep.
I was very interested to see where they took that.
And you know what's funny about the Wyatt Six? You so here's the thing. 5 members. Sorry, it's 5 members. 5 members of the Wyatt Six in the independent scene are champions.
Yeah.
Joe
Gacy
Gacy just
yep.
won the Major League. No, GC was it? No, it's not GCW. The Major League Wrestling title. It's one of those titles from one of those.
I forget which one.
And he just came out to do so. Dexter Lumis won a title. Nikki Cross has just won a women's championship in another division.
Yep. It's crazy because I've been watching clips of Gacy his interview with Chris Van Zant.
Mm-hmm.
Great guy to go watch interviews. And he was talking about Alexa Bliss was originally supposed to come to Wyatt Six, but TKO said,
"Yep,
kill the Wyatt Six."
The Wyatt Six.
If they would have been able to do that story, because I can just imagine what Triple H had cooking in his head with adding Alexa, and the way that was going to go, that would have been such.
And Joe Gacy was the one that spoiled that one by mentioning that, and he said it would have been interesting because how things left with her and Bray.
Yep.
Because she turned on him at WrestleMania.
Yep. So the stories that there's so many.
And she thought it was even dumb that like there was no interaction with them both being on the same show, but they had to act like they didn't know each other.
Yep. And I know after the Whites, or right around when the Wyatt Six got released, I know she came out and said her dark character tired. And I get that. I respect that. And she did that because of the Wyatt Six skating thing. And she knows that if she brought that character back, she'd probably get fired. Her career, she wouldn't be around much longer. So I get that. I know fans got mad that she said that, but I get
that
it.
Reason is a good enough reason amount right there.
Yes.
Like, because, I mean, like my thing, I'm pissed off with the whole Jordan Grace situation.
Yes. Now I
Jordan Grace is an accomplished wrestler. Like everybody from WCW, they listen to me. That came from TNA.
This ain't the 90s, sir.
Yes. Everyone that came from TNA, because WWE and TNA was partnered, or I should say NXT was partnered with WWE.
They apparently still are.
Yeah. And they're making jumps over to learn the WWE system. Now, I'm not going to say a lot of people learning the WWE system is building up their character, building up their story, helping their merchandise, aka help bring more revenue to these people, because being a wrestler is a very, very tough gig. Being in the business, pulling the curtain aside, because you're promoting yourself, you're putting your body on night after night after night. These people do not make a lot of money. They do it because they love it and enjoy it. And hopefully one day they do make it to that big side. Like WWE was like one of the biggest stomping grounds where you could pretty much make a career for yourself. Them and now AEW are the big places. If you want to get better in your craft, you would go overseas to New Japan Wrestling, where you learn more strong styles. Strong, how you say that?
Strong style.
Strong. Yeah, okay, so I was saying it right.
Strong style.
Yeah. A different technique, which is more brutal and everything else, more with grappling and everything else, and strikes. Um, but it helps elevate you. So for them to finally make it there and then not get used or get pushed to a point where now they don't have nothing for you, you're just sitting in the wing waiting. Very few promotions allow them to go over to another place so they can still get money, but then they end up getting released because they're not being used.
Now I know with Jordan, you said Jordan Grace. I know part of hers was she was injured.
Yes, she was injured, but then when she came back, they put her on the main event, which is a YouTube thing that you really don't see, or dark matches where,
Yeah.
but us as fans of her, because she's a very strong talent. And when I mean strong, this is a girl that loved the business. Her body changed up and down weight wise, strength wise, and then she comes out chiseled where her muscles are upon muscles. And she's a short little thing, but she's powerful. Um, and she's actually a good wrestler. That's what's really infuriating me as a fan. Then they're not putting her on. If she's injured, okay, I get, don't put her out there until she's fully
Yeah,
healed.
I know she was, but
But
I don't know.
your championship match or whatever squabble you have, um, she should be in that mix. There is no excuse why Jordan Grace, who even was in NXT and was in multiple, and I repeat, multiple championship matches, but never brought the prize home. She did make the champions look good. I can say that.
Oh yeah.
But it's just infuriating me as a fan.
I think part of her problem with her too is Bianca and Rhea being out. I think a lot of her stories they had ready for her tied to them. I could be wrong, but could be wrong. But something just tells me that they had her stories tied to that. To them.
Well,
So
Josh, I'm going to take what you say, and I hope what you're saying is true to me because it's upsetting because like they're doing that to her. Joe Hendry is starting to get stale in WWE. Yes, his theme song is very catchy.
but
Yes,
he's not
it is played
so
in stadiums for those that do.
he's being used as a goof.
Yeah, as a joke. And it's a shame because when he was in TNA, oh, he was one of the
He was a
um
champion. Can they
he was
tell
a
you?
champion. He even
And
appeared at WrestleMania
they get killed by
still
Randy Orton.
under TNA banner, but he got the biggest pop when he surprised everybody for coming out to face Randy Orton. It took an RKO and he was out, but he could say he was at WrestleMania.
Yep, he had a match at WrestleMania with a legend.
Yep. A
So,
walking legend.
so I agree, but WWE's always done that. Always, and I don't know why. It sucks.
It sucks. It absolutely sucks, dude.
And everyone's gonna blame Triple H, and it's not just Triple
Yep, and
H.
that's the thing. They always
And
blame Trips for shit like that, and it's not even Trips' fault.
because it's not just up to him to come up with stories for everything.
No,
There's a
it's
whole
a
team.
whole boardroom of people.
So it's just for whatever reason they can't come up with stories, and some of that comes with people them not being WWE guys. You know that as much as I do, because some of the people still in that room are still stuck on Vince's ways.
Yeah,
That if we didn't make them, we shouldn't push them. We're gonna bury them.
Yep.
So, unfortunately,
But that's the funniest thing that you said that.
Mhm.
That you said that because that was Vince's way. And I thought they cleared out a lot of those guys that were Vince's men,
yeah, but
bringing in new writer. But here's the thing, because if you remember when Triple H was in charge, everybody that got released that was under Triple H's banner, that he got brought him up to NXT from NXT, worked with him and everything. They got those same pops back. But now that Triple H, like I said, this is where you could see he's just being
his
the
power.
face of when things go wrong. He's the one getting the blame because he's the face of that part.
Yep.
Because if you notice, when they brought back Finn out of the Judgment Day and he's back on his own, he got that pop that he lost, that he got back. You know what I mean? He got that intro back. He got that swagger back.
Because you got Finn back. Finn,
You got
you
the
can tell
true Finn Balor back
and you can tell he was enjoying himself again.
again, which is why he did not hesitate and re-sign to stay with the company.
Yep.
Um,
But
and it's bad that your older talent is even like Drew McIntyre. Drew decided he's got picked up for another film, so he's going to be out for a little while longer. He made it crystal clear that that's why he's not coming back yet.
Yep.
Because he feels like he was misjudged in his judgment. Because when he was champion, he was pretty much like a paperweight champion for Cody to give him take the title off him, just to take it off him.
Yeah. But looking at the time, sir.
Oh shit.
It's 20, almost 20 after.
Yep. I gotta go cook.
I got crazy go out.
And you gotta take your son out.
Daughter.
Sorry. Forgot it was a female.
Um,
Sorry.
um, but yeah, that'll wrap this week's show up. As always, thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
Yay.
Also, don't forget to like,
Comment.
and hit that
Subscribe.
bell. Subscribe and hit that bell. You can always catch our videos and catch us live.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Yep.
Usually an hour. Sometimes we go over.
Yep. Just like we did tonight. I'm glad he said something because we would have kept on talking.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, and also when you catch us on on here or anything or on Facebook, Instagram, no, I don't think we got Instagram, TikTok, definitely leave a comment so when we see it, we can reply back and stuff like that, and we can add your 2 cents to it.
And
strongly appreciate it.
And also, if when you're watching live and stuff, don't forget to like. Definitely like the video because the more likes we get, especially while we're live, the higher YouTube will advertise this more on to people or suggest this more, so we can get out there more, guys.
Thumbs up, no down, thumbs up.
Yeah, on that, we'll catch you next week. I'm just Josh.
I'm Will the Thrill.
And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Peace. Good night.